Uh, Welcome to the episode 2 of the Talking Dog Podcast.
Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up.
Okay. All right.
Welcome to episode 2 of the Talking Dog Podcast.
Hold on.
On today's episode, we will be talking about Scooby-Doo 2: Monsters Unleashed for the Game Boy Advance.
Game Boy Advance.
See, we're not done. There is a post-credit scene. We're not done. It's the Game Boy Advance secret code. Game Boy Advance secret code. We forgot.
Wait, hold on.
What the fuck are you talking about? You're not.
I'm not
serious.
schizophrenic. I swear.
You literally are.
Fucking where?
No, Game Boy Advance secret code. It has to be there.
I was never book smart, I'm money smart,
Shut
makes me
up!
more intelligent. Call me Mr. Rock Festival like a hella band.
Where's the Game Boy Advance secret code? Did they omit that? Was that only in the theatrical cut?
Stop it.
I'm not joking!
Why
I
are
am
you
not crazy!
None of this is going in. None of this is.
I am not crazy!
None of this is going in.
You've gotta keep. Where's the Game Boy Advance code? You've gotta keep.
I am not crazy!
Are we?
Yes, we're fucking recording. Okay, you
Okay.
fucking godless whore.
I was gonna ask
Oh my
if you were
fucking
ready.
god!
I was gonna ask if you were ready.
Are you only getting mad at Ian?
I'm mad at
never
the
book
world.
smart,
I'm mad at
money
the world
smart.
right now. All right, Jesus Christ.
I bet he's just singing along.
Call me
He's
Mr.
the
Rock
bottom
Festival
line.
like a hella
Okay, so welcome one and all to the Talking Dogs podcast. It's time where today we watched Scooby-Doo 2 from 2004, 2002 came out in the same year. No, it was 2004. It's a movie
Yeah, what that guy said.
where I'm Yuli. I'm Yuli.
Well, we're waiting.
I hate it here. I hate this movie. Wasn't good.
I
So
still
what a
like
good
the
movie.
first one.
We're gonna preface
Velma was
right now.
hot, so this was a good movie.
I'm gonna preface right now, viewer. Here, listen to me, and listen to me carefully. I did not like the first movie. This movie was really bad. This second movie is way worse.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
Yeah, it's not good.
This is not a good
good.
film.
It's not.
And maybe if they had the Game Boy Advance secret code, we would like it more.
They did have the
think
Game Boy
as a
Advance.
kid-
Fuck up about the
code.
Game Boy Advance secret code. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to
I think as a
strangle you.
kid, I would have loved this movie, but now as an adult, seeing Velma in the tight outfit made my brain go awooga, so I still like this movie.
Okay, so let's take it from first
Alright,
principles,
okay.
because I think that's where the problem starts.
Do we want to go over the notes like we did last time, or do we want to?
I just really want to explain what this movie is,
Okay.
so that we can preface how much worse it is.
Yeah.
Because
well,
the first movie
it's worse
is like
in a really interesting way. At least I think.
no, it's not.
Conceptually, when you're watching it, you feel like your soul is dying. But
So like the first movie was like that we're getting the band back together, so it felt like there was like an arc where things occurred in a sequence.
I mean, well, no, it didn't feel like things occurred in a sequence. It did legitimately feel like it was just like scenes happening, but they felt charming enough and connected enough for it to function. Here, I feel like the gang started off okay, and they ended the story still okay. And then
So,
everything in between was technically a better movie, but really boring.
Was it because it's still ugly, and it's still not edited very well.
I
And it's
think
less-
the editing is way the
it-
fuck better.
No,
I excuse the first movie because it was a complete nightmare. So it had an excuse.
there's a lot of like, so the first movie had a lot of like cutting errors and structural problems. That's true. This movie didn't have that necessarily, but there's still lots of little things. Like, we push in too far on people's faces all the time. Every conversation is shot super tight up and close in somebody's face for no good reason. Like that conversation that Velma has with the Patrick guy. The first conversation they have where their faces are like basically pressed up right next to each other. Like it feels like their noses should be touching.
Now that you mentioned it, is
like,
kind of weird, yeah.
You sound
like
like the nostalgia critic.
The ending scene where Scooby catches the fucking MacGuffin frisbee, and he goes, "I'm Scooby Dooby Doo."
That goes hard as fuck. That literally goes hard as fuck.
But on the do, it pushes in too far and pulls the object of focus out of screen, and it puts his chin under the bottom of the camera. We don't see his full face.
It does
like
that specific shot does look pretty bad, but like
I think that's because it was originally shot in not widescreen.
Can I tell you guys something I just found on the Rotten Tomatoes page for this movie?
Sure.
Because I want to look at the audience score, right? I knew the critics would hate it because obviously they would, but the audience score is a 41% also, with over 100,000 ratings. So
yeah.
So I scrolled down to the cast, right, and they have Linda Cardellini listed as Thelma.
Yeah.
Instead of Velma, they have her under Thelma.
Okay.
Thelma. Okay.
Oh, I just realized none of you guys introduced yourselves.
Shut up. We're fine. Continue.
Okay, yeah, it's fine.
It's
fine.
I introduced myself as horny.
Okay,
I'm Ian. That's Benny. The other
I'm
one's Ben.
SpongeBob.
The other one's Ben, Sergeant Crumby.
Don't, it doesn't work.
I hate Italians. I hate God. I hate being alive.
So here's
You
the
also
thing.
hate gay people.
I'm
deeply homophobic.
With this movie, it's about identity.
Oh wait, you know what? I'm gonna stick with the notes because I want to get through some stuff before we
go there. Okay, sure.
Yes,
fine.
because
take us to the notes.
Okay, so my first note is Ian's mom.
So
what happened before them?
Should we bring this up?
I'll bring it up briefly. So, hi, Mom. It's entirely possible my real-ass mother is listening to this podcast. I really hope that doesn't happen, but if it does, that would be unfortunate.
Can we say some extraneous things about his mom?
Please don't.
No.
Can I say something extraneous? No, hold on. If you're gonna... Hold on. I also have to bring this up. Ben.
Yeah?
Did you come to my place of work looking for me Friday?
So, I know your coworker.
I know you know my coworker.
I asked, hey, is Ian working there? And then they said, not today, but tomorrow. And I work every day of the week. And while I was going to show up, I kind of just wanted to go home. So you might have seen my alternate.
I see.
Okay.
I see.
Wait, your fucking Mandela catalog alternate?
I'm more Mandela, like, pamphlet.
Anyway.
Okay.
With that aside.
Yeah, anyway.
My mom, take us further through the notes.
Okay, so, it being sort of a more finished movie, like, we've already sort of gone over that. The mystery limousine, how do we feel about that?
Okay, I'm gonna use them.
Swaggy.
Do you have more notes about the mystery mansion and
I do,
the mystery
but
spy
I
car?
want
So can we lump all those together right now? Because
the mystery limousine. Let's start there, just because it's chronologically first.
Okay. They arrive to a party in a mystery.
This is how the movie opens.
With a mystery van.
The movie opens and they arrive to a party
where
in
they all
mystery limousine.
They all like get like harassed by some groupies who are just like clones of themselves, and a bunch of teenage girls walk up to the adult Fred, and we all had a good laugh at Lightning McGroomer.
I have Freddie McGroomer written down twice.
Yeah, I think we made that joke just about every 5 minutes. The entire
also, Shaggy smells weed and he finds his fans.
Yeah, Shaggy does a weed joke.
Smell weed.
Scooby barks at some dogs. and it's kind
One of the
weird.
dog wants to pimp to pull her chew toy.
Yeah.
One of them just
Or
says,
him.
sniff my ass.
Could be him.
So,
Very
I don't know if that
female-coded
means I don't know if that means Shaggy's got or Scooby's got game, or
He totally
no,
does.
Scooby 100% has game. I have a thing about it later.
Have
we'll
you seen
get
the
to
cops
that.
of Great Danes?
We'll get to that.
anyway. Sorry, Mom.
I brought up
we
the
are the
mom
worst
thing just
people
to
in the
embarrass
world.
you, by the way.
Anyway. Anyhow. So they show up in a mystery limousine, and it begins this trend of the mystery crew have like gear. They've got like tech.
Well, it's
like
less that they
Tony
have like
Starking
tech,
it
but
up?
it's like it is very like Tony Stark adjacent, where it's just like
They've got like
Oh, yeah.
it's
Instead
They
of
Adam
also
West-
live in the fucking Tony Stark mansion.
instead of
It's
instead
like-
of living in a house or in individual houses, like people, they live in this weird half office, half mansion thing. That's
How
like
do they afford it?
solving mysteries. I don't know.
Embezzlement.
Embezzlement. Yeah.
The exact same answers.
Yeah.
Does that imply that the government pays them for mysteries solved?
Yes.
Does the government have like outstanding mystery bounties?
Yes.
Are they like?
They're
considered
basically
FBI?
bounty hunters.
Let's see.
The edgy fucking reboot of Mystery Inc., where they're all bounty hunters.
So okay, let's move on down the list. There's the mystery mansion that they live in.
Yeah.
Is awful.
It is. I think
Nah,
it's
I think
a
it goes
neat
kinda hard.
space. Like it's cool, but it is very like 2000s Nickelodeon coded. You know what I mean?
It looks like the house that
That's the case with a lot of this show. Or this.
it looks like the
movie,
house
actually.
that
Nick,
that
Nick,
Nickelodeon
Nick,
sitcom
Nick,
kids get to live in, and they
Nickelodeon.
have an episode where they
Exactly.
talk about it.
Yeah. Anyway,
And the mystery machine has
yeah.
like spy car
Mystery-
features. It's
here's
got
the
a
thing.
it's got like a
But-
radiology machine.
yeah, but
It's
between
kind of
all of us,
ridiculous.
I know the most about Mystery Inc. and Scooby-Doo shit. And let me tell
Okay.
you, the Scooby-Doo van, the Mystery Machine, is always a dumpy, shitty hippie van. That is the aesthetic of what it is.
That's what it was in the first movie. Because in the first movie, they're
Yeah.
like,
But here, it's
Scat-
like a
Shaggy and
fucking
Scooby are
James
living out-
Bond spy.
Shaggy and Scooby are living under that van, and it's like a dumpy ass. It's full
He's
of
literally
shit.
he hotboxes it in the first movie.
They're hotboxing it. There's a hookah in there. Like it's like
Yeah.
There's a hookah and a hooker probably dead.
Dead hooker.
Half eaten.
Then what do you think that burger was made of?
Oh, sorry, that was me.
Okay.
What
All
do you
right.
think that burger was made out of?
Sorry, Mom.
I'm a cannibal.
That's Ian's pull string sounds.
It is now that
I'm
the
sorry,
risk
Mom.
of my mom finding this sound is going to be out there. What's next on the list? Because I think we've hit everything on the mystery.
Yeah. So, for some reason, Ben, Sergeant Crumby, keeps insisting that Scooby-Doo does not have lore or any sort of a canon.
I'm not saying that, except that I am saying that.
Cool. I see no reason to continue on with this line of thought. So how do we feel about Velma's fucking weird boyfriend? She gets another boyfriend.
Yeah, she starts banging Chris Griffin.
Yeah,
He's in like a
Chris Griffin.
skin-tight suit, and Benny literally like comes on command.
Awooga.
So
I have a thing about
Velma-
sexy Velma again.
we're
We'll
gonna
talk
merge
about that
these
later.
thoughts. We're gonna merge these thoughts here.
Really?
So,
Okay.
Velma's crushing on this guy. It's gonna be important to bring this up now because it's important to my rant about themes that we're gonna have to go on at some point.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Velma is crushing on this guy because Velma's the fucking what's the dumb ugly fat friend? The Duff, is that the word they call it? Yeah.
She's not dumb, ugly, or fat.
I know, but that's how the film is casting her.
No, it wasn't. I don't think
It
is.
Because she's like a odd.
She isn't. She's just like an awkward nerd. That's the bit.
I know.
First of all, dumb. No, I think that was pretty clear.
I know. Shut up. All right, listen. So the idea is that
he's saying he's a chaser.
No.
What the
idea
fuck are you
is
talking about?
the idea is nerdy girl has to take off her glasses before people think she's pretty.
Yes.
Yeah, she literally takes off her glasses and then.
And so she's
then
trying.
Benny
So
went
there's this
Ooga
guy
Booga.
named. There's this museum curator
Humana.
named Patrick. He's a red herring for the plot.
And he is
I don't
also
think
a
he
Redditor.
is. I think you guys just like had this thought, like this is definitely the bad guy.
He's a red herring because he isn't the bad guy.
Yeah, it did definitely seem like that's where they were going, and then they didn't go there, which is shocking.
I'm getting fucking
okay.
firing squad. This guy had 1 health when I died.
So.
Oh yeah,
still playing
Ben is
TF2.
playing TF2. He
has
was
this
the
movie
entire
Bored the fuck
movie.
out of me.
And he just
So,
keeps
yeah,
he just kept bringing up.
That's a
shit.
great encapsulation of how good this film was. So, Velma has to impress this guy, and she goes about it stupid, and it's a bad, annoying part of the film where she has to learn to love herself, which is not a part that comes up ever again or is really relevant outside of
Yeah.
few scenes.
Um,
End of thought.
Yeah, we should preface that, like, unlike the first movie, where like every other scene there was something new, stupid, and bad that was happening. Here it's just like a malaise of just. It feels less like just
Do you really
things
need to
happening.
use that word talking about a fucking Scooby-Doo movie?
It's boring. It's a boring film. It's like, all right. Anyway, and there are some cool things that happened. I think the CGI's gotten slightly better. We're not gonna
Velma
get
gets
into
hot.
it. Velma gets hot.
I don't agree.
All right, we get
Mystery
it.
Inc.
Velma
gets
does get
canceled.
hot.
Velma being hot.
We're gonna hit on it just so Benny stops talking about it.
We have
There's
to
this-
play up. We have to play up the characters as me being the only straight person in here, and you guys are all gay.
So there's this.
You know
there's
what?
the
That's fair.
scene-
You are the
I
token.
have to
straight
play it up for
friend.
the bit.
There's
Fair
this
So
enough.
you
scene where
would suck
Velma-
Velma's cock if she had one bulging out from her latex suit, right?
And like I said during the movie, what's wrong with that?
So sorry, Mom.
Nothing's
So,
wrong with that.
So there's a scene where Daphne helps Velma look sexy, and Daphne puts her in the Kill Bill. I guess it's like a
it is
got
kind
a
of a
do-up
Kill Bill.
hairstyle and a full leather bodysuit
This is a
and-
continuity error. I
and, like-
noticed. Before she
and
didn't
like
have
go-go
it.
boots.
She didn't have like a done-up hairstyle until after they left the house.
Yeah,
Like initially
And
it
a
was like
fist bump emote.
lowing down,
yeah.
and then
her
she
glasses
did.
also just
And then
teleport
I
onto
guess
her
she,
face.
yeah, magic. A wizard did it.
So
And then she like opens up her shirt, and underneath it is her turtleneck.
yeah.
Oh, her uncircumcised turtleneck.
Yes, her
Oh,
fucking
yeah, that's a good joke. We should
So
make sure to include that.
so Velma's
her
turtleneck is
fucked
too
up
big.
looking turtleneck.
Smell-
Velma's turtleneck is too big for her. It's kind of obvious always. In fact, her whole outfit is too big for her. Like,
And it's like
I
I
don't.
don't know
I feel
what
like
the
that's
fuck they
supposed to
were
be a cute
going
thing.
for.
No, it's supposed to be cute and endearing.
I think it's supposed to make her look like less
No, because
shapely
in
than
the,
she is.
in the first movie
because-
she had like a big, you know, like big sweater that was a turtleneck, and like it looked good.
So
Like,
the-
it didn't make her look
the thing
shapely.
is-
she just looked like a
The
girl
thing is,
in a
I
big
think is
sweater.
that the problem is that the actress is very pretty, and she's playing
Yeah,
Velma,
that's the
so
problem.
She can't be the sexy person in the group.
This actress
they
is too pretty.
So they have to dumpy her down because so that she can then look pretty when they make her pretty in the "I'm sexy now" scene.
This
Get it?
movie is very, very 2000s Nickelodeon movie core. The first
Yeah.
movie was very like dude bro 2000s core. This is very like Nickelodeon kids movie, Dan Schneider but with less
Yeah.
feet. It's like it's very much that. It's very
A
big
lot
time
of
rush
uncircumcision,
energy.
so
What else we got? Am I forgetting anything? What's the next note, Yuli?
Hold on, let me check. Mystery Inc. gets canceled.
Okay.
Remember that? Remember when that happened?
I'm gonna bring up the plot point.
I do remember that. You're canceled.
There's an
Dude, we're not talking about that. You
there's
forgot.
There's an evil
News reporter.
news reporter lady.
The news is the enemy of the people in this movie.
Who's
It's deeply
doing the
fascist.
Simpson? Who's doing
Which is probably the most realistic villain Scooby-Doo's ever had.
So doing the Simpsons like cut up, you
Like,
know, Homer's
sweet
lines to
can.
make him sound like a I wish I could
Homer's
touch
lines?
her sweet cans. There's a Simpsons clip, yeah.
Okay. Bro watches
arm
The
hurts.
Simpsons. He's like Ryu.
Cleansville
He's
sucks.
like Ryu from Streets.
It was the old
newest
Simpsons
season
when they
of
were
The
funny.
Simpsons.
So that keeps happening. The reason we've phrased it as they get canceled is that there's this part towards the climax of the film where it's like
here's the thing.
But-
I noticed that plot line and I wrote down in my notes, Mystery Inc. gets canceled, and then one of the tertiary villains shows up and says, "You just got canceled."
yeah.
No, he says you're canceled.
Oh shit! Right? Yeah, he did say
You don't
that.
even know the own movie you're talking about.
Yeah.
All right. The set design makes me calm.
Actually, I kind of like the set design.
No, yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna be.
It's similar to
I'm
the
gonna be
first
bold.
movie, in which like
It's-
the set design is good.
It's very Scooby-Doo. Like I think
It
they got
is.
pretty accurate.
It's good.
So there's
when it comes to live action Scooby-Doo, they tend
that
to
design
just
is
go
not
with, like,
terrible.
really boring shit, but this is like
Save-
cartoony enough for me to kind of like it.
The set design is not terrible. Save the
I like the mansion.
the newsroom.
The newsroom. I like.
Oh
it.
my
That's
fucking god, the fucking newsroom.
The newsroom
The newsroom was
sucks.
bad.
The newsroom was the only one that was really
but it was
bad.
So,
very
okay, there's
evil.
this
Like
scene-
you could tell, that's the evil. The news is evil in this movie.
So
Like,
there's this scene in which
It did
kind
kind of have like a
So there's this
Doctor
there's this
Strangelove
scene-
look to it.
There's the scene in which the news reporter lady is doing like a 60-minute segment effectively. And so she's in her like studio, and her studio's got a regular news desk in the back of it, but in front of it is a leaning mystery like
Like it's a spy
mystery
glass.
solving
Eyeglass.
Is it-
Eyeglass.
or
magnifying
eyeglass,
glass.
Magnifying glass.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
But the way it's positioned means that she can't sit dead on with the camera, because otherwise it would like literally hide her whole face and body. So like she has to sit on the side of it like she's a kid who got to lunch late. Like it's
No, it
real,
looks bad.
It's
It looks. I know what
it's
they were going
real
for. with it.
weird.
They were trying to go for like spooky newsroom look, but it doesn't
Yes,
work.
I'm getting
doesn't
double
read as
gangbanged by
any-
heavies.
It doesn't read as anything but unhelpful, you know.
I bet you'd be into that. Daphne says the f-slur.
He does.
I was waiting. I've been waiting for you to bring this up. This was the funniest part of the whole movie, and it wasn't even in the movie.
So
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna
Daphne-
preface this.
Okay, do
I'm
we
gonna
want to
preface
explain
this
this
because it was my fault. I'm gay. I'm bisexual, but I'm gay.
No,
And
you're not,
I believe.
you're not gay. You're bisexual.
Okay, you get it. I believe in reclaimed slurs.
Ian, your sexuality is the Minecraft achievement. How did we get here?
I know.
Wow.
The-
Okay, that's just fucked up.
My sexuality
I'm-
is the Minecraft achievement. The end.
Mr. Super
I'm-
straight Italian
I'm-
man bringing that up.
I'm bisexual and polyamorous, and I believe in claimed slurs. Okay, shut up. I believe in reclaimed slurs. All of my gay friends believe this reclaimed slur.
I have so
it's
many
just-
gay friends.
So it's just entered
I
my
can't
vocabulary.
fuck all of them.
Yeah, all two of them are in this.
All two of them are in this call.
You've never met them. I keep these groups separate because of exactly this.
Other friends.
I fucking hate gay people.
So they all use the f-slur just like whenever we're trying to like make a harsh point because we believe in reclaimed slurs, and it's currently like 11 p.m. and if I didn't have to go to work tomorrow, I would be like asleep. So I'm not super lucid. And so there's this scene where Daphne screams at some little kids that says, like, we need to come with a comeback because the little kids make fun of him. And she goes,
like, hey, you guys suck.
Hey, shut up. That's what she says, right? Hey, you shut up. That's what they go.
and then as she says, shut up, Ian screams.
I hard dropped the f-slur.
Down,
Mom, I'm sorry.
Does your mom know you're not straight?
Does your
does
mom
know
know that you
straight.
like having sex with men?
I don't think she knows that I'm polyamorous, but that's different.
Okay. Does she know that you like having violent sex with several big buff men?
Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Mom.
I'm sorry about them. I'm sorry about them. So... yes. That joke, unfortunately, was the funniest thing that happened all night. And it happened about 25 minutes into the movie. There are maybe like 3 good jokes in this whole thing. Even then...
there's some good ones. There's pushing your luck, Scoob.
Yeah, that is a good bit, actually.
You're pushing your luck, Scoob! That was pretty good. Every funny joke ever comes out of Shaggy in these.
That's because Matthew Lillard is funny.
It's entirely
no
Matthew
one else.
Lillard.
But other characters try to be funny, and there's not. It's only ever Shaggy.
I think Coolsville sucks.
That is funny.
That was
I
a
like
pretty good bit. Okay, well, we've already talked about Sexy Velma. The costumes in general. I don't know. It's not that interesting.
I kind of like them. They're very of the time, but I don't know. I like the effort.
They're dated. They're playing
well, I want to specify. I
costume...
think when I wrote it down, I was talking about just the general characters' costumes, but this could also apply to like the villains in the movie because they're all literal like costumes brought to life.
What about when you talked about if Scooby-Doo is doing blackface or not?
Oh, right. Yeah.
I'm gonna give context.
Do you want to be
that.
You're sort of the context goblin. I've noticed.
There's this scene where Scooby walks into a bar with Shaggy.
Yeah.
And they're dressed in.
And it's like it's a bar
60s
that
imp wear.
They're disguised.
They're trying to be disguised
wearing like
as
70s funkadelic music.
And so what they decide to do is they're wearing like 70s like pimp outfits. And Shaggy is wearing an afro.
Shaggy's dressed up like a pimp. Shaggy's dressed up like a pimp, and Scooby's dressed up like a. He's dressed up like Jimi Hendrix, like
he kind of is actually.
Jimi Hendrix or like, George Washington Carver, like.
I was about to say that.
There's a lot. Yuli is the only one who said the words blackface. I don't know why, but it does happen.
I think it just constantly goes through his brain like a. Is
that another pull string line?
Yeah, that's what this pull string.
Pull his string. And he goes, "Is that blackface?"
No, yeah.
It's like Smiling Friends.
Matthew.
I
don't know why I have that written down.
Dude, is that blackface?
Yeah. Okay. So
no, I'm actually a demon from hell. I just look like this.
Okay. So part of this whole scene goes into 2 different conversation topics. This is a multiple choice bit, all right? This is
okay.
Multiple choice. Are we getting fucking graded on this?
Do we want to talk about the white women again, or do we want to talk about whether or not Scooby has the pass?
Neither.
Okay. I'm going to talk about. I want to talk about the second one. He was not doing blackface. There's nothing stopping from that guy. He could have just been Jewish.
You think
Scooby could have had he could have had the Jufro Dan Avidan going on? Is that your excuse?
Exactly what I'm saying.
Like fair enough.
To a T.
Fine, I'll accept that answer. I don't want to talk about the white woman joke. No, sorry, Mom. I don't want to talk about if Scooby has the pass.
No, we need to do it because when he is in his disco attire, he gets hella bitches immediately.
Yeah, so
and it's because
people think Scooby's hot in that scene.
Wait,
And
only
that's what
women.
this-
Only women.
It's
do.
only
So-
women and
Ian,
only white
not people, white women.
My mom's a white woman.
Exactly.
Oh God.
So is my mom. What's the
Yeah,
big deal?
but is she a white woman or is she a white woman? You know?
Literally everyone in this call has a white mom.
You know, I will not be able to explain the difference between those two concepts to her in any efficient manner.
Not with that attitude.
God.
Hi,
Anyway,
Ian's mom.
yeah.
So a white woman is just a white woman, but a white woman fucks dogs. That's the difference.
So a
Okay,
white woman
well-
walks into a bar and sees a dog.
I'm glad we got there.
Okay, so that's. All right, we're done with that concept.
Thank God.
The children yearn for the mines. This is one bit.
There's a
Yeah, why is that? Why is there a
That's
bit where a
just like
guy
an
wants to make
offhand
child
bit.
slaves?
There's
So this is
I mean,
awkward
he's got a
this
point.
bit where a guy's
about
like,
it.
I want to
He
do
goes-
child slavery, and then
he
it's
goes
never
like,
brought
I
up
want to
again.
make.
It's
I
like
want
he
to
says he
make-
wants to make like a summer camp
a
where
prospecting
children
summer camp.
get to
He
work
has
in
a
mines,
point. You
for
don't have
18
to
hours
pay
a day.
children.
and they don't have to pay
To
them.
dig in the mines for 12
To
hours.
dig in
a
the
day.
mines. Yeah.
That's the end of the joke.
I don't know why this is considered a bad thing.
Okay.
The children yearn.
Are
for
we
the
at the
mines.
thing where I have to go on my theme rant yet? Because I feel like that's a good way to
Uh,
the conversation.
Well, do we want to have that at the end? Because I have a lot.
Oh God. How much is a lot?
A lot is we're only on.
How did you
page-
find so much? How much?
It's enough
how
for
much
me to
did-
beat
why-
this mirror's
I
head
just
while
started.
the podcast
I just
ends.
started like listing random
what
things
are
that
the
I
next-
thought were funny at a certain point.
What's the next note?
The next note is 4 notes. There's the Scooby Slug, the trans Shaggy, and the smart Scooby and buff
yeah.
Shaggy. This
The legitimately funniest part of the movie.
bit. It was a really good bit.
It was kind of funny. I chuckled. It's not interesting. It's
I
not.
kind of liked. I thought intelligent Scooby.
Check out
like
these
that.
pecs, little man.
Yeah,
Matthew
Buff
Lillard
Shaggy's
was kind of
funny.
hot.
Matthew Lillard
Yeah.
gets stuck on a hot, busty woman's body. Teehee.
Teehee, he's trans.
Tee don't fucking tee for that.
And then
Scooby calls him like a Schwarzenegger thing.
Yeah.
Hey, you can't say that word.
Ugh.
my
For
mistake,
some
sir.
reason, I
Sorry.
wrote down 3
He's got the pass.
I hate it here.
He said, "No, my mistakes." That was like that Germa clip. You look like Freddy Fazbear, but I made an Arnold noise instead.
Alright, I
You
have
look like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Stop it.
I have
Stop
Fred
it,
as a
stop it.
super senior written down, but I think that's just a continuation of the groomer bit.
Oh yeah, I
We
forgot
didn't talk about the
that.
groomer bit yet. We haven't talked-
Wait, we haven't talked about the groomer bit?
No, we did at the beginning. There was the flashback scene where Fred looked at like the high school picture.
Yeah, and he's like,
of the gang, and someone mentioned him.
he's so like
Cut out.
he's there, and they're all the mystery gang is playing frisbee in a park, and it's like younger actors pretending to be them because it's them back in high school.
Yeah.
And Fred is
Trying to
The
cop
guy-
a feel.
a little bit. Fred is the
Kinda
guy
does.
who like he looks like the guy Ponyboy beats up in The Outsiders. Like
I don't know what that means.
That's correct.
I don't remember that bit.
he looks like such a shitter. The kid they got to play him looks so
This
fucking...
gay ass fucking spy just stole my body.
Can we point out the funniest part of the whole movie was hearing Ben randomly yell about his TF2
Yeah,
game?
I know.
every like 10 minutes
Every
or
just
so,
now and
Ben would
again,
make
it
a
would just
long-
happen.
would just yell expletives at people that can't hear him because he's playing TF2. Because again, this movie is very bad.
The SSX scene.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
where
yeah.
they're snowboarding, and then we all started singing Goldfinger.
Yeah, because
No, yeah, I am.
we have no way of explaining that joke other than go play Thug.
Okay.
Like-
No, everyone knows what everyone knows what Superman is.
Yeah, everyone knows the Tony Hawk theme song. He performs it with them on stage at festivals.
Tony Hawk
Yeah.
does?
Yeah, no, that is Tony
Yeah.
Hawk.
Whenever Goldfinger plays festivals, they bring Tony Hawk out on stage to sing Superman.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because
Fred is Ryan Gosling.
Oh yeah, when he,
Fred gets-
he was sitting in the driver's seat of the mystery van, super depressed, and I said he was gonna down a bottle of Jack and hit the gas.
So Fred's arc in this film, and we'll come back to this during the theme thing, but Fred's arc in this film is he keeps getting bullied by the media, and he cares a lot about what other people think of him. So he's like depressed by it when people start hating the mystery gang. And he falls into this like depressing spiral where he's like, I've got to fix it, gang. Otherwise, what else will I be? And it's like if this were a more mature movie, you would like worry he was gonna kill himself. like they'd go into the mystery shack where they like hide out like from back in high school,
Right.
and they come back out and he's got like Ambien and a bottle of Jack in his hand. He's just like dead, slumped over in the car.
Hey Slim, I just drank a fifth of vodka. Dare me to drive?
like it gets really it genuinely gets kind of weird.
Yeah.
I think that was another James Gunnism.
Okay, I have one thing before we go to the themes.
Why is that pipe not have any collision?
I don't remember this bit, but I wrote down Shaggy Silverhand.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because you guys talked about him bombing.
This is entirely you. So
I don't
Yuli
remember
just
this bit.
randomly brought up in the middle of this scene because like Shaggy and Scooby are lamenting being useless, kind of. And it's like this is they said it's like this is the worst day of our lives, and then Yuli just says, this is worse than the time we blew up Arasaka Tower, which literally only a joke me and him will ever understand.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
I have Cyberpunk. I just haven't played it.
All right,
If you've
okay.
played Cyberpunk, you know what that means.
I haven't played
hold
Cyberpunk.
on,
You said
okay.
I don't.
You said Shaggy
I have too many
Silverhand.
games to play.
Okay,
funny.
if there's anyone listening to this who's good at fan art, I want you to DM me pictures of Shaggy,
Spider-Man.
of Shaggy as Johnny Silverhand. Please, I need it. I need this in my life.
I'm also Yuli. You are going to get pictures of Spider-Man now.
Yes.
I want both, frankly. I want both. ¿Por qué no los dos?
Shit, fuck, penis.
Oh, here's now we're at the themes bit. You can do your bit. Go, child. Go with God. Become the angry video game nerd you were born to be.
He's gonna take you back to the past
Bum, 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 bum.
to play
Play
this
the
shitty
shitty
game
games
to
that
suck
suck
ass.
ass.
He'd rather have a buffalo take a dive and dump in his ear. He'd rather eat the rotten asshole of Rocco and down in his beer. He's the angriest gamer you've ever heard.
I'm glad we've
He's the angry Nintendo nerd.
I hate all of these people. I
He's
want to
the
die.
angry
I
Atari nerd.
hate it here. I hate
He's
it so
the
much.
angry
Video game.
I hate it here.
Let's fucking think it.
Let's go, Ben.
Yes.
Pain and
Okay,
suffering.
what are we talking about? Were we talking
What's
about
the next note, Yuli?
Themes. Talk about your fucking
Springtrap.
themes.
Is it time for themes?
Yes.
Okay, great. This is gonna be an
For the
episode
love
because I'm
of
gonna rant
God.
for a while.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
okay.
I have more
Here's the
after
thing.
that, so don't.
Okay. This film
Is good.
attempts to be about identity.
This guy's medigun's called the estrogen injector.
Okay.
That's a good segue.
Okay.
This
Cool.
film is trying
Let's
to
just
be.
say it's a good segue, but it's not segueing into anything.
We're not we're already on the topic.
Well, it's
I'm
about
gonna vomit.
Whatever. Anyway,
What if I vomit first?
This film's meant to be about like believing in yourself, all that like Lego movie stuff. and like being yourself and knowing who you are and not pretending to be somebody else. And every character exactly. So this is
I
you
noticed
made this up
too.
on the spot.
I noticed this too.
I think this movie is
there.
just about Scooby-Doo.
No,
so
it's there, but it's just done really badly.
This is most obvious with Shaggy and Scooby because they think they're useless.
No, yeah,
but instead of like
no, I don't think it's ever really happened.
It did.
No, it did.
They
like,
literally
their
say
whole
the words.
fucking thing was, "We think we suck."
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and I actually brought this up in my notes earlier, but I didn't really want to go into it that much. Which is that the mystery crew in this movie, or the mystery anchor, whatever, feels fucking wrong. I brought this up during our screening, but like.
Our screening, like we didn't just watch it over Discord while one of us was playing TF2.
Over Discord while one of us was playing TF2
and
the other was violently masturbating.
Yeah, okay, and I was playing that watermelon Tetris game while we were watching the movie.
Okay, so
but they feel wrong, and I think it's because they wanted to do this weird theme stuff, but it doesn't fit. Because, like, Fred doesn't feel right. He feels way too fucking competent. Daphne is, like, constantly...
Even compared to the last movie. She kind of
has a personality, but not really. And Shaggy and Scooby, instead of being, like, you know, nice, personable people, they're just fucking incompetent buffoons? Which, like, I mean, they kind of are, but, like, not
here's the thing.
Really?
So, they bring this up, and it's like, we're not going to be losers anymore, Scoob. And then they don't really change that. They make some attempts to pursue leads themselves. But those leads don't go anywhere.
As if in the last movie, they didn't both kill the main bad guy.
So, the leads don't go anywhere. They're not terribly interesting. They don't accomplish much other than making more jokes. It undermines the whole point.
At least the first movie felt kind of focused.
Yeah, Daphne has exactly one scene where she grapples with being useless, and then the plot is immediately dropped the second that scene ends.
Yeah.
Velma deals with not being hot for exactly 2 scenes, and then it's immediately dropped and it never.
Which doesn't work because
it's not true.
Because
Velma is incredibly hot.
Because the actress is pretty,
absurdly hot. She is. We've talked about this before. Velma is the hottest character in Mystery Inc.
She's got big titties and a little waist and a miniskirt. She's
like a big hoodie.
Yes,
or,
she doesn't look
sweater.
Like she doesn't look frumpy. Obviously, she's in actor makeup. This plot is irrelevant.
In like every fucking reality, she is the most attractive
women frumpy
character.
And like
except for Fred.
And like Fred has this thing where it's like people don't like me anymore. And at the end of the movie, seemingly out of nowhere, he goes like, something matters more, and then he kisses Daphne. But that wasn't set up.
Yeah.
It's to the point where I feel like maybe there were actually more scenes cut, because that doesn't make any sense.
No, this doesn't feel like there were scenes cut. It feels like this movie was written at gunpoint, which it probably was.
Yeah, it feels like
James gunpoint.
This was a complete movie.
That's a great way to say it, is that this movie feels like James Gunn didn't want to...
This movie is complete. It's finished. It was just bad.
Yeah, exactly. Is that all you had to say about the themes?
So, like, okay. The first movie was, like...
It was stupid and it knew it was stupid.
It had this... Its idea was much more grounded in the concept of Scooby-Doo, because it's central around just like these people are all friends and care about each other, and the heart of it is Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo is the heart of the party, and it's all about like love and respect and caring for one another no matter what happens.
Yeah.
And for all that film's problem, at least that comes across. But again, this film looks like it's like the bad English paper version of a screenplay. Like it's like this is a screenplay that technically fulfills all the points on the rubric, but man, is it boring.
Does it kind of feel like AI generated to you guys in a way?
I wouldn't go that far, but it definitely yeah.
It's not. It doesn't have randomness because it does flow, but it's just like
it feels like studio went make a Scooby-Doo movie and then they made a Scooby-Doo movie.
yeah,
Yes.
and then James Gunn left the project, right? It's like
Yes.
he wrote it and then he's like, I'm not directing.
Wait,
it. And then
hold on.
left.
Can we pause for a quick second?
Sure.
Can you guys look at Scooby-Doo's face on the key art? How disgusting he is.
He's been disgusting.
No,
This
it's
whole
like
time.
extra disgusting. Look at him.
I
mean,
know.
Yeah.
Look at his eyes.
It's really bad. It's
World's
really
saddest,
bad.
wettest beast.
What the fuck?
He looks dry as fuck.
The reels are kicking in.
What?
He looks like he's tweaking on Molly a little bit.
Can someone say
Kinda
Stick
does.
Magic God for the Rizzler in the Scooby-Doo voice?
Ricking out your rat for the Rizzler.
Like, man,
Kill yourself.
I wanted to hurt.
I fucking wrote that down because you kept saying it.
Like, man, I wanted to hurt.
One of my notes is just this movie sucks.
Skibbity Toilet, Ohio, Phantom Tax, I'm stealing your organs.
So,
You forgot Skibbity.
honest to God, Skibidi Toilet would be a better watch than this.
It kind of would.
I genuinely think you should, swallow pills
Let's
and
watch
not wake up.
Skibbity Toilet.
No.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
no. I was
here's
about to say maybe, and then no.
to conclude the theme segment, just so I
Okay.
can get this thought out.
You're
there.
still not done.
Yeah.
This
We don't let him finish.
film.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
It's
Okay, let me finish.
the reason this film feels so bad. I think fundamentally is because it's weird to see something that. It's one thing to see something done badly, right? It's like, this sucks. It's bad. It's annoying. And that's like what the first movie was. It's kind of annoying, and it's stupid, and the jokes aren't funny, and the scenes are put together poorly, and the acting is bad. Like, all that's true. But this movie, it has the extra bad thing of it's like,
It's not interesting.
it
just a
distinctly
boring
feels
movie.
like it distinctly feels like no one wanted to make it, which means why is it here?
The main
Like,
villain
yeah.
of the first movie was Scrappy fucking Doo.
Why is it here? What are we doing? Like, why we spent all this time and money and effort and like for what? You didn't have to put the theme in there at all if you didn't want to do it. So why is it there?
You
You didn't have to
do
make
this movie.
any of the movie.
I think
if you
it
didn't
was
want to do
honestly
it.
a quota. Like,
It's no, yeah. Like I said,
checklist.
it feels like
But,
James
like,
Gunn
why
was
would
forced
it be
to
a
write this
quota?
movie
What-
at gunpoint.
Whose quota?
I don't know.
What?
Like,
the
it
fucking
wouldn't-
Warner Brothers. Like
Like he
whoever's making
fucking
the damn
signed
movie.
on, and like some part of his contract would have been like, I don't know, if this movie gets over $1 million at the box office, we need to make a sequel, and you have to write it. And he signs on to it, going, "This isn't gonna make $1 million. Are you fucking crazy?" And then it gets a big hit, and then he has to make a fucking sequel.
If that's
That's-
true, it's
I have no
Right.
idea if that's true. I'm completely fucking making shit up. But like that's the sort of shit that happens when it comes to these sorts of contract bullshit things.
Yeah, this film is bad, so uniquely. Like, the first movie I could, honest to God, recommend if you're like drunk at a party, right? It's like funny enough to watch, and it's like 90 minutes long. This
Yeah.
film is 10 minutes shorter, but it feels so much worse going through it.
Yeah,
In
actually,
a way-
it might be the same length, but it feels
in a
so much
way,
longer.
I think it's a little bit longer, actually. I think it's like 10 minutes longer.
It's
I
miserable.
actually think the movie was shorter.
It's a
I
miserable
feel it
film.
felt like it was shorter, but not in a good way. Like a nothing happened way, and we're done with the movie.
It's absolutely awful. It's just it borders on unwatchable. If we were watching this as like a friend thing, I would have said we should change the movie. Like,
if this weren't something that we were doing like
for content.
for
like
content.
I would have said change the film.
I
what are
was
the rest of
literally
our
playing
notes?
a different game while we were watching that.
Yeah.
What are the rest of our notes?
The rest of, there isn't much left actually. The monsters.
Bad.
Part of the villain's plan is he wants to take over. What is it? It's Coolsville in this one.
Coolsville. That's
Yeah,
where
why
the
is
that's
it
where they
called
live.
Coolsville? By
That's
the
just
way,
Who knows?
that's
I-
just what the Scooby-Doo lore is. It's
why did
usually
they call
Coolsville.
it Coolsville in Scooby lore?
I don't know. That's just where they're
Can we
from.
consult the Scupendium?
That's where they're from.
The
from
Scubanomicon?
The Scubanomicon. Yeah.
The Scubarillion?
But so the main bad guys, this fucking white woman's plot is to
make monsters? I don't even know what her goals
it's
were.
to make monsters.
I forgot the white woman was the main villain, and then Daphne was, and then Velma was like, she has an accomplice, and it's the only brown person.
Oh, and also the white woman isn't a white woman. She's some guy.
She's a Russian man.
Yes.
German.
I don't care.
Yeah, are you Europhobic?
Trans people.
Europhobic?
What, Yuli?
You hate trans people? Can you say that again into the microphone?
Oh no, I just said trans people. What? I think I just said like this movie has trans people.
Oh.
If I was gonna say I hate trans people, I'd say I hate trans people. All right. Do 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 do.
So
but
that was like a hard reset on our brains. It was like a shutting off our phone so it can like collect itself.
Oh my god. The movie.
So the bad guy's plan, I think it's to like it's a Russian guy that the gang like put away years ago, and they want to discredit the Scooby Gang, Mystery Incorporated, and also take over Coolsville by
turning the costumes of their
old like rogues gallery,
captures.
their old monsters into real monsters.
Into real monsters. That is the
all
plan.
of the monsters look really fucking stupid.
Awful. Awful. All of them are bad. There's not a.
What's new, Scooby-Doo?
I thought the fucking skeleton twins were like
Those
they're
guys are
funny.
I like them.
But like even then like
they were like They were like for the trailer or the back of the box.
What about when Shaggy and Scooby have a shonen fart battle against one of them?
That was hard as fuck.
Yeah.
Like actually, that was so fucking cool.
Yeah.
That should tell you where the actors were operating on.
The fucking spooky monsters in the first movie, like they sucked and they looked bad, but they at least felt like
monsters.
Yeah. Well, here it's like some guy just went to a Spirit Halloween in 2004 and just like wrote down what he saw, not photographing it, just writing. Shut the fuck up, Benny. He just wrote down what he saw on a piece of paper and then handed that piece of paper to a costume designer, and he just had to figure shit out from the descriptions he gave. You know?
Alright, what's the next note?
The next note...
Wait, tell me that was the last one.
The next note is this movie sucks. I said it again.
This movie's very bad, yeah.
Patrick. I think we already talked about Patrick. Did we?
Oh, Chris Griffin, yeah.
Yes.
Whoa, ass ahoy.
It was a guy that we assumed was going to be the villain for so long.
I was convinced
that literally until the second that like the fucking mask was taken off and it turned out to be white woman who was actually Russian man. That's when we were like, oh, I guess it's not him. And then
no, it's not a good movie.
The
mystery is bad, by the way.
And then of course it turns out
mystery is very bad.
And then of course Daphne racially profiles a brown guy, and then we find out that Patrick is being controlled by Scrappy-Doo via cybernetic stuff.
Yeah. That would have been a funnier ending.
That would have been a funnier ending, yeah.
Is that the end of the notes?
This gay ass fucking PYRO!
It is.
He's laughing at me! I'm gonna sodomize this fucker. You wait.
Sorry, Mom.
Okay. It ends with a dance sequence.
Beanie on. He looks
of course
like
it does. Yeah, it's a bad movie.
This is the most like 2000s kids movie ever. Like, I've probably said this already, but the first movie was like very 2000 Dubro shit, and that's why it sucked. This is 2000s shitty kids movie shit, and that's why it's bad. And that's why it is utter dog shit. It is Scooby-Doo droppings. I hate it.
Is there anything else?
No.
I'm gonna strangle this fucking asshole.
So let's go around the room.
Oh, wait,
final
no,
thoughts.
I'm
On the
scrolling
movie
back
and-
up.
oh,
There
you
is
still going more?
one last thing, and it's a thing that I wrote down inexplicably, and it's 3-hour unskippable gay sex scene. I don't know why that's just in the middle of my notes.
That's
Why
the
did
next
you
podcast.
write that?
I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about. And I've been the most put together of this whole I'm the only person who's paying attention
That's
the whole time.
That's just in the middle of the fucking notes. I don't know what this is
all right.
referring
And then
to.
concluding thoughts.
So
go around the room.
so let's go around the room. Everyone give the movie a rating out of 10.
Oh, is this what we're doing now? This is a new bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Yuli. We'll give the movie a rating out of 10. What do you think?
Okay, since it was a movie that had a dog in it, and I don't really like dogs, I'm gonna give it a negative.
Nope, no
8
negatives. Has to be whole number.
Okay, oh, it has to be whole numbers. Okay, I'm gonna give it a 0.5 out of 10.
Ian.
It's like a 2.
It's like a
really
10.
not- it's really not worth
Well,
watching.
If
best.
you
I didn't really hate it
play
that
Pyro,
much.
you-
I think I'm
you
also gonna
suck
give it a
dick.
2. Actually.
Yes, we know that. What's your rating on the movie?
Like an 8.
Like 8?
Like an 8.
Uh-huh.
I'm pissed. He stole my
Reasoning?
bit.
Get shit on.
He stole my bit. I was gonna give it a good rating. He stole my bit. God damn it.
Benny, your rating?
Yeah, what's your rating?
Give us your genuine
I mean,
rating.
you know.
Don't do a bit. Fuck you.
Genuine, honest to God, I swear I'm not lying rating.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'll give it like a 7.5.
Really?
I didn't like hate it violently like you guys did.
I don't hate it.
I don't think I hate
give
it
an 8.
violently, but like it's so boring. I don't have anything to.
It's
Okay.
silly. It's stupid.
Like,
I
a
found
2, maybe a
enjoyment
3.
out of it.
You know
I'm
what? That's fine,
wanna
I guess.
be-
big numbers.
I want to be completely honest, and it's because I'm easily impressed, and also a total fucking moron. That ending climax scene where Scooby-Doo was fucking frozoning those guys.
That
with
was pretty sick.
That was
that
pretty
was sick.
That was
That was
awesome.
awesome.
No one
That
heard.
actually, like, I actually enjoyed watching that. That gave
Also,
it a point.
I also enjoyed Morbius, so take my opinions with a grain of salt.
You enjoyed
No,
Morbius?
You know what? Fuck it. This movie gets a 10. This gets a 10. IMDb right now 10.
Yeah, open up Letterboxd right now.
10 from Talking Dog Podcast.
Yeah, I'm. All right, so for me it's a 3. For Ian it's a 2.
5 stars. Talking Dog Podcast notes. Velma hot.
Yeah.
So Benny's a 6, I guess.
No, I said 7.5.
I said 7. Okay. Real 0.5. Okay.
Yeah, the 0.5. Ooh, that's now you're pushing it.
Yes. Because like. I don't know.
All
My
right.
complete
I
honest
think-
opinion of this movie is that it gets an 11 out of 10.
I think we're done here.
I gave
Cool.
Morbius a 7, and I liked this movie more than Morbius. So
I think we're done here.
Okay. Cool.
No, we're not
Alright.
done. We still haven't put in the Game Boy Advance secret code.
There's no Game Boy Advance.
There
secret
is
code.
no Game
Do
Boy
not believe what the
Advance
CIA tell you.
secret
Yes,
code. It's
there
not
is.
fucking
there is.
real.
I found
Oh
the
my
video
God.
of it. It is
There
real.
is
I
no-
found the
you
video.
fucking-
There is
Oh my god.
It's
There's
real.
no Game Boy
It's
Advance
real.
secret code.
Viewers,
Ian,
Google
burning.
Scooby-Doo 2
There is
Game
no
Boy
war
Advance
passing
secret
say.
code. You're gonna see a video of Scooby-Doo with the GBA saying Scooby-Doo secret code Game Boy Advance, and it's SA2, no SD2.
Okay,
There's
Ian, I'm going and burning it.
all right. I think that's it from
That's
us.
it. Goodbye, everyone.
Sorry,
Remember
Mom. Bye, everybody.
Remember to like and subscribe for more funny japes.
Yeah.
Remember to read the obituaries because their names will be popping up soon.
Yeah, probably.
Whose names?
Yours.
Okay.
Okay, bye, everybody. Bye.
Cool. Bye. Goodbye. Bye. Bye.
Movie was good.
Cut the recording. Cut the
Okay.
recording.
My mom just texted me because I'm yelling.